What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Screen Sanctum reaction. I'm Steve, and today it's Community Season 5, Episode 4, Cooperative Polygraphy. Last week, we don't got to go into too much. The ass crack bandit was striking, and I don't think they ever really figured it out, and I don't think they want us to figure it out. So hopefully we see the ass crack bandit again. That was pretty funny. So we'll see what happens this week. Before I get into it, though, if you want to see this full uncut reaction and all my other ones, head over to my Patreon. There's something for everyone there. All right, Community Season 5, Episode 4. Now.
Well, that was a weird afternoon.
What the heck are they wearing?
I knew Pierce was part of a weird futuristic cult.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Her funeral with so much beeping.
Well, let's not judge. Everyone has the right to...
That's what they made him wear?
Troy and Abed are in mourning.
You guys please stop doing that.
I can't
Perfect.
believe you did it during your eulogy.
I don't think the audience got that we were singing Morning with a U.
You were singing Morning with a U? Oh no. Once you reach level 16, you can see the color blurble.
Oh, the ridiculous...
I thought that they figured out that that was bullshit.
I thought you guys hated Pierce.
Yeah.
I did not hate Pierce.
By the time Pierce was my age, he had already been fired from 15 jobs. I've only seen 2 police academies.
I would say you're quite correct.
Oh, cool. Love these
My
cameos.
name is Mr. Stone.
That's easy for you to say.
Troy.
To be cleared, you must all submit to a polygraph test.
Oh, shoot.
Aw, Schnizzle, you guys are in trouble.
Chang loves this.
I presume. You're also listed as a suspect and requested to participate.
Fine, but I asked the questions.
Oh!
Oh, no.
We're losing Pierce! Everyone, quickly!
Ew, Troy, no.
State your name.
Britta Perry.
Have you ever had any thoughts of violence towards Pierce Hawthorne?
Yes.
No.
Lie.
Everyone has.
All your sexual fantasies about Pierce Hawthorne, none of them involved his murder?
What? No.
But you have had sexual fantasies.
No.
Jeffrey Winger.
Are you gay?
No.
Are you sure you're not gay?
Yes.
Gay murder says what?
What?
State your name.
Troy Barnes. Oh, I meant to say Butts Carlton.
You did mean to say butt.
Did you get angry when Mr. Hawthorne told you Fat Albert died of diabetes?
Yes, like any American would.
Does your doomsday plan account for the welfare of any of your other friends?
Nope.
Pass?
Answer the question. State your name.
Benjamin Franklin Chang, ready to deal out the truth.
Oh, God.
Let's do this.
Have you ever masturbated in the study room?
Oh, shit.
Do you and Troy still actively use Jeff's Netflix account without his permission?
Wait, what?
You told Pierce that?
Did you use your exceptional intelligence and organizational skills to plot the foolproof murder of Pierce Hawthorne?
Aw.
We've been washing paper plates and making our own toothpaste, but don't you worry. When we have robot bodies on the moon, we can share a free jacket.
Let's begin.
Wait. What do you mean?
Those are just the
begin?
fun questions.
That completes the calibration round of questions.
And I think we're all smart enough to know we should quit while we're not ahead.
Yeah, I do.
Well, not if money's involved.
Definitely.
They're all lying.
Oh,
Know
shit.
that, you judgmental bitch.
Shirley. Holy shit.
Shirley, did you know that Britta was high on marijuana at your son's baptism?
Oh, God.
No higher than usual.
Mr. Winger, is it true that you keep trophies of your sexual conquests?
In a church, Britta? For shame.
Oh, Jeff.
Is one of your trophies a pair of Miss Perry's panties?
Oh, my God.
You told me a hawk stole them. You
And why did your bathroom mirror say you're special when you fog it up?
Look, I don't have to answer these. You took a shower?
Yeah.
Making sure.
You and Abed Nadir have a specialized exclusive handshake that you refuse to do with your other friends?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
Yes?
Lie.
Mr. Barnes, are you a subscriber to the video blog Fun for Friend?
Hi, I'm Kevin. This is Kyle, and here's a fun handshake you could do with your best friend.
Oh, no.
Don't forget to rate us, comment.
I don't like
and
that.
subscribe. Can't look at you right now.
Then you should know I'm crying.
pattern of self-righteous indignation followed by immediate comeuppance.
Mr.
I don't
Nadir.
like that plot point.
Continue.
Is it true that you planted geo-trafficking devices on everyone in the group so that you would know where they are at all times?
Yes.
He doesn't care.
We're mad at you, Abed.
Why?
Because we already live in a totalitarian
Oh,
surveillance.
Britta.
When one of you gets kidnapped, you'll be glad you don't have to count the bumps on the highway from the trunk of a car.
What's this one all the way to the side?
That's where Pierce is buried.
You know it's wrong to do that without telling us. Shame on
It
you.
is
Okay,
wrong.
I'm ashamed. Lie.
Done.
I'm a bad
Uh-oh.
person for tracking your location, but you altered my brain
Mhm.
chemistry. I was up for 3 days that week. I invented an entire language, you flitz-barping gits.
What about her Facebook boyfriend?
What?
That's different.
You made a profile for a
Oh,
fake dude and lured her
no.
into an online relationship.
No.
Your Olympic pole vaulting hopeful Brent Underjaw?
When we're alone, Shirley refers to you guys as those people.
Guys, stop! We have to stop letting Pierce
Oh
do
my
this to
god,
us.
this episode is crazy.
I didn't just masturbate in the study room. I masturbated everywhere.
If we're no better than Pierce, and Pierce is no worse than us, then that means nobody's really that bad.
There are a lot of people better than Pierce, though.
I would rather look at myself naked than the women I sleep with.
I've never been to Legoland. I just wanted you guys to think I was cool.
Do you know that you hate yourself more than you should, and that your passion inspired me? Shirley, did you know that you are not only a credit to your race and gender, but to our species? I leave my spacious timeshare in Florida, where she can take what's his name and however many children she has
Oh
now.
my god.
Annie Edison,
He always liked
did you know that
Annie.
you were always my favorite?
Yep.
To you, I leave this bottle of fine scotch, so that you're less tempted to drink this cylinder of even finer sperm. Troy Barnes, did you know that you possess the greatest gift life can give? The heart of a hero. In addition, I am prepared to leave Troy Barnes my remaining shares in the Hawthorne Wipes Company, currently valued at 14.
Jesus Christ.
You must first sail my boat, the Childish Tycoon, by yourself around the entire world.
What?
That's how they write him off the show?
I think he knew something about me that even I didn't know until now. Because he's offering me something I've been searching for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Being a man or whatever he said.
Jeff, say something.
Cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
That's a lie.
No. That's so sad.
At first I was like, oh, but you did it!
Walton
You did
Goggins
it!
is amazing.
Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't tell you yet. It's
gonna cut off.
Dehydration
Oh.
from filling up all of those cylinders.
Oh my god.
Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Shots!
Oh, good lord. So this episode was hilarious because it was hilarious. Like this was, and I hate to keep saying this, but this might shoot to the top of some of my most favorite funny episodes. And that's why I liked it, because the cast is just hilarious. What I didn't quite, I don't want to say I didn't like, but the part that kind of irked me is how they're trying to redeem Pierce. Like, okay, I guess you could say after 80 years, he got the picture and he, learned his lesson. But when he was in public or with them, he couldn't just change his personality and he was just a jerk because he was insecure. Like, I totally understand that. But to redeem him at the end where it's like, oh, everyone's good, like everyone liked him. Like, no one liked Pierce. And that's basically the only part that kind of bothered me, to be honest. I'm not saying it didn't make sense for him to do this because he didn't really have many other friends. Like, we've only seen him at that barbershop with some people, but he grew with the group, So I can understand why he would leave these things to them, but I just don't feel like he was a redeemable character in my eyes for someone that old, to be honest, because people always say people could change. Yes, people can change. It's hard for me to believe that someone who has lived his life that way for 70 years will all of a sudden change, on a dime. Usually you do it halfway through your life. But again, on the other side of the coin, maybe Pierce just never met a group of people like the people in the study group that challenged him to have different beliefs. Like he seemed like he was trying a little bit to be better, but he never like 100% got over the hump, because like he did do good things for them, but like in the art of comedy, he did have some zingers, especially with Shirley. He didn't remember her kids' names and was perpetuating a stereotype about how many kids, like, oh, well, however many kids you have could like stay here. Like that is 100% Pierce. Was it a joke? Yeah, probably, but it's an insensitive joke. Like you usually don't say shit like that. All in all, it was a very, very funny episode, and it was a good episode. And that's the thing that you have to understand is I like things as a whole, even if there are pieces to it that I don't necessarily agree with or enjoy. Okay, so I'm not saying like I hate that they did like kind of redeemed Pierce. It was just odd to me. They could say they did like him as much as they want, but the past 4 seasons kind of negate that because, like I said, I feel like they just tolerated him, to be honest. Like he had some good intentions, but he was still kind of a jerk at the same time, like a different kind of jerk than Jeff was in the beginning. But I don't know. Well, the one thing that broke my heart, well, there were 2 things that broke my heart this episode. The first is that they wrote that Troy and Abed didn't create that handshake. That's bullshit to me. That we didn't need that, especially saying that the black guy stole a handshake from 2 white guys. Like, that was dumb. To me, you could agree, you could disagree, but to me, it was dumb. Troy copying the handshake from anybody would have been dumb to me. So, Abed, I guess, I don't know. Would he have really have been mad at Troy for copying it and telling him he invented it, or would he have been empathetic to his best friend? That's not for me to say, but just that one particular moment to me was dumb. And that, I believe, in the entirety of the 5 seasons I've watched, is the first time I may have said that any one specific thing in this show was dumb that I felt. And again, not taking away from the episode because it was hilarious, but it is what it is. I don't need to get into like specifics on whatever all of them said or the questions that were asked, but the genius behind this episode, the first few moments of this were kind of my complaints or things that I didn't quite love. But again, it's still a genius episode because the way they did it with the questions was 100% Pierce. Like Walton Goggins' character was asking the questions like Chevy Chase's character was there. I can't disagree with that. Like those are the questions that Pierce would have asked. And it was kind of perfect in that sense. And then of course, the last thing that saddens me is because, and I don't know if they planned it this way, but it hit me hard because 99% of this episode was laugh out loud, hilarious, and kind of geniusly written. And then the end is where we get punched in the mouth to remember that Troy is leaving the show, that Donald Glover's leaving. And just the looks in all their eyes, especially Abed's. And now I'm like, how could we have Community without Troy and Abed? Like, that's tough. They didn't like rely on each other as far as writing goes. There were episodes where Troy got more of camera time or Abed did, or they were like fighting. Like I didn't need them to be next to each other 100% of the times. But if Troy is going to be going on an expedition around the world, writing him off the show, now there is no Troy to Troy and Abed in the morning. So now it's going to be interesting to see what Abed does without his best friend there. It's just sad. And that if I was a crier, I probably would have cried right there. But An amazing episode again. And again, just to reiterate, because there were certain things I didn't agree with, doesn't mean that you didn't agree with them. And it doesn't mean that you feel the same way as me. And it doesn't mean that I didn't love this episode. It was a great episode. It was a hilarious episode. And it also was an episode that I feel like a lot of people probably cried at the end. So let me know, what did you think of this episode of Community? What did you think of my reaction and my thoughts? I'm sure a lot of you disagree with me. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, guys.